Welcome dear friends. In this video we will solve screening test of SST IT conducted by ETEA on 9th January 2021. He has dash careful ever since he was caught cheating. He has been careful. He dashed his keys last week. Lost his keys. Which form of the verb carry is carried? Past. Which tense is used in the sentence Navasad carried Arshak on his shoulders? Past tense. To and on are examples of prepositions. In the sentence he threw a stone, the word stone is a noun. In the sentence she will wipe the table, the word wipe is a verb. What is the antonym or opposite of sour? Sweet. What is the synonym or same meaning of enormous? Huge. What is the antonym or opposite of downfall? Rise. What is the antonym or opposite of delighted? Gloomy. The synonym of adjoining is adjacent. Friend, foe. The suitable analogy here is beautiful, ugly. Because friend and foe are opposites of each other, therefore beautiful and ugly are opposites of each other. Does, was. The suitable analogy here is rate, bet. Complete the sentence. The point is to dash the child to enter college. Equip the child. The phrase La talmizu means do not find fault. The word muqsitun means those who do justice. हुकूकुल इबाद से मुराद है बंदों के हुकूक. तय्यबात से मुराद है हलाल. At the battle of Khaybar, the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave the flag to Hazrat Ali raziyallahu anhu. When Ayub Khan took control in 1958, he enforced martial law. General Ayub Khan forced which president of Pakistan to resign? Iskandar Mirza. The reform movement started by Haji Shariatullah in Bengal was called the Faraizi movement. The first international organization that Pakistan joined was the British Commonwealth. The Lucknow Pact of 1916 was an agreement between Indian National Congress and All India Muslim League. The period 1954 till 1962 in Pakistan's foreign policy is known as the era of alliances. How did Indian National Congress and All India Muslim League respond to the Krebs mission proposals? Both rejected. The property of matter that resists a change in its motion is called inertia. Which patient generally needs the most urgent medical attention? Compound fracture. Which option gives correct lowest to highest order? Stomach, heart, trachea, glands. None of these. Correct is stomach, heart, trachea. The right to private property is guaranteed in which amendment? None of these. It is actually in the 23rd and 24th article of the Constitution of Pakistan. Business commercial applications are most traditionally written in COBOL. Which of the following is an interpreted language? Java. In programming, a function is mainly used to perform one reusable specific task. Which key is held with another key to type uppercase letter? Shift. Which symbol creates an absolute cell reference in Excel? $sign. Which MS Word feature suggests alternative words or synonyms? Thesaurus. Which alignment in MS Word makes both margins straight or even? Justify. Which Excel formula correctly adds C1 through C12 is equal to sum bracket C1 colon C12 bracket closed. If F7 is equal to 12 and H12 is equal to 30, what is F7 multiplied by H12? 360. It is like 12 multiplied by 30. In C++, which statement reads into variable age? Cin into age. Which function clears screen output in old Turbo, C or C++? CLR SCR. It means clear screen. Which C statement correctly prints a string? Printf bracket I am a student bracket closed. A compiled C program's object file usually has extension .obj. Which statement about C variable names is true? Cannot start with a digit. To store integers above shorts range, use int. Correct C processor directive to define pi. Hash define pi 3.14. If ASCII of A is 97, ASCII of Y is 121. In MS Access, which feature eases entering or editing table data? Forms. Which device normally does not include disk drives? Palmtop computer. Opening a file in mode R+ means read and write. Which SQL displays all columns from student table? Select asterisk from student. Which SQL selects all clerks from EMP table? Select asterisk from EMP where job is equal to clerk. Best data type for an address field is alphanumeric. How to quickly locate specific rows in a table? Use an index. In a DBMS, a report is used to display formatted data. Cheapest or easiest network to set up in a small building? Peer-to-peer. Main advantage of star topology is single node failure does not stop network. To connect two nearby buildings, use LAN, local area network. To connect various computers across a university campus, use LAN. For 100 Mbps inside a building, common medium is unshielded twisted pair cable. Which is considered a transmission medium? Satellite system. Which modulation resists thunderstorms most? Frequency modulation. Bandwidth of an analog signal is measured in hertz. What does get CHE open and close bracket do? Reads and echoes a character CHR. In Linux, signals are asynchronous messages to a process. A printer once given a job is a non-preemptive resource. Main advantage of spooling is CPU freed from heavy input-output work, which are procedural programming languages. All of these Fortran, C and Pascal. In a consolidated data strategy, data is stored at a single site, which OS is multitasking and command-driven. Unix. Most powerful computers used in advanced labs. Supercomputers, which is a visual programming language. Scratch. Common industrial application of robots. Assembling of cars. Drawback of batch processing systems. CPU may execute undesired jobs without interaction. How to remove an error from a PROM chip? You cannot remove it. Concurrency controls ensures multiple users safely access same record. Simplest deadlock recovery technique. Process termination. In FCFS schedule P1:0 to 16, P2:16 to 23 and P3:23 to 30, P2 finishes at 23. Deliberate data damage or deletion is called sabotage. A boot sector virus is usually attached to none of these. Boot sector viruses infect boot records. Flowcharts are typically represented using different shapes. If employee field name contains physics, then value does not satisfy meaning of name, which normal form is stricter than 3NF. BCNF. Something you want to achieve in your future career is a goal. In SMART, objectives R stands for realistic. When someone is ready to act, the psychomotor level is set. Showing willingness to participate belongs to responding. Matching content to different learning styles is context variety. Learning from school culture, not formal teaching, is implicit hidden curriculum. The process of collecting information needed to judge performance is assessment. Judging an idea using external evidence is evaluation. Assigning numbers to describe a variable is measurement. A scale with equal intervals but no true zero is interval scale. According to realism, the universe is governed by natural laws. The study of nature and theory of knowledge is epistemology. According to John Dewey, education is maturity for a complete experience. According to John Dewey, education is best described as reconstruction of experiences. According to Aristotle, which produces actual sensation? None of these. Actual sensation comes from direct sense perception. Which theory focuses on motivators, content and hygiene, context factors? Herzberg's theory. Thank you for watching this video. Stay blessed.